can't think of anything. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, A Couple Pines Pod.
Yes. Look at us wearing merch.
Yeah, baby.
Man, this merch makes people look
baby.
good. Now I'm telling you, it's the shirt. It's the shirt. It's the t-shirt.
Or the crew neck. This room's hot, but this is obviously longer sleeves.
Sleeves rolled up. Look how good it fits that man.
Yeah, dude, it's rough. Like when I'm walking down the street and I wear this, I literally have to pry just everyone, not even just women, men, women,
Dude.
other. It's hard, dude. I really don't wear it out of the house. I mean, I took a risk wearing it here today. There are people, I was driving here, there are people chasing me down the highway on foot, just trying to get to me because I look so goddamn good in this fucking crew neck.
Wow. That you heard it here first.
So yeah, if you're single and ready to mingle, dude, click the link in the fucking description and get yourself some merch, my dog.
Wear it to the bar. Guaranteed to come home.
I wore this to the bar once. I almost didn't make it home.
Oh,
it was like fucking
that I took home.
It was like that scene
in with me.
It was like that scene in World War Z where all the zombies are trying to climb the wall.
Get on it.
But it wasn't zombies. It was real life, good looking humans. And I had to fight them off with an AR-15. You probably can't say AR-15 on YouTube.
Had to them off with it.
No, you could say fight.
Oh, well, needless to say,
I punched multiple people in the face that night.
Equal opportunity.
Because I'm loyal to my dank GF. I made all of that up.
Get some merch.
Buy some merch. We're a little late to the party with this topic, but we're going to do it anyway.
Maybe you'll enjoy our take because you always know it's funny.
I mean, also, it's still like evolving.
It is. Every single day, it's something new.
I don't even know if it was finalized yet. Anyway, we're going to shit around and talk about fucking Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Oh.
Which when I first saw that, even though Elon's all about like trolling and fucking pushing boundaries and shit, I saw that and I was like, a platform like that, like we've seen it with Facebook, it shouldn't be owned by one of the most powerful people. And I don't think Elon will be as dirty as Zuckerberg is, but who's to say, man?
Yeah, there are some red flags with that guy.
I don't think Facebook, any of that shit should be owned by a single person.
Zuckerberg,
and obviously
so
there's a company behind it, but it's like it should just be. I don't know what it should be because I don't know about like programming big media websites or apps, but I feel like it should be like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
so
it should be.
Weird because
I think it's toxic in general.
Oh, extremely.
But yeah, it's just weird. Why?
Every person needs to have their opinion read.
And then Musk's whole thing was buying it to like, I forget exactly what he said, but it had to do with free speech and like how Twitter was banning people for inciting hate speech, which I think is a good reason to be banned from a public platform.
Was the argument that they were going too far with it and taking it to the point where they were subjectively picking out certain things that they didn't like and calling it hate speech? Because we know they were talking about the kach that was rolled out, and whoever talked badly about the kach got labeled hate speech and taken down.
You lost me when you censored yourself. I'd rather censor it in post.
When they were talking about the
oh, okay, I got you.
Because they labeled that hate speech. Not only misinformation,
that was misinformation.
But hate speech. If you put it in the wrong.
But then there's people like our last president who got banned for life for literally inciting a riot. So I think that's fair.
That is part of the topic
and of
debate.
course, as soon as Musk offers up money to buy it and the sale is like I said, I don't know if it's finalized.
The papers are signed.
Oh, well, now the whole internet's like, is he going to bring him back? Is he going to be on Twitter again?
The guy said he wouldn't come back because he has my own platform.
Yeah.
I created it. It's the biggest. I have it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a flex on Zuckerberg.
It's either a flex or it's just a way to continue people comparing one rock to another rock.
But would you really spend $44 billion on polishing your rock a little more than someone that's already way more disliked than you? Like, he didn't have,
but if you're going
the idea
to a
we're going to
rock
run
contest,
here with, if the idea we're running here with is he wanted to look better than his multi-billionaire competitors, he already does. Like, I think, I mean, they're all fucking assholes, but I think out of the bunch, most people respect Musk and what he's trying to do. But it's like the whole space race thing. Stop spending money on stupid shit and allocate it to like good fucking causes.
See,
like if you had basically infinite amounts of money,
which he does,
instead of fucking space racing with Bezos and whoever else was involved,
instead of measuring your dick size,
like, look, he already won that. SpaceX exists.
SpaceX right? is a 12-inch long.
They're girthy over there. I hear it's a minimum of fucking 8 inches and an inch wide just to work there.
Exactly. Got to be able to roll it up into your pants,
tie it around your thigh. There. But instead of like all these like I have more money than you competitions, like I think the general public, scrubs like us, would respect the first person to be like, I'm going to solve homelessness in New York City or Portland or Seattle or somewhere or LA. Like, yeah, that'll cost you a couple $2 billion, but it's probably cheaper than buying Twitter.
Oh, see, but how much?
That's just an example. I mean, any issue we have, you can solve.
We can solve, but you know what the sad part is that popped into my head?
Well, not we, they can. Obviously, we can't do shit. If
Musk was to take that money and say, I'm cleaning up this town.
Dude, $44 billion.
I wonder how much legal pushback he would get. Because if he was to do that and clean up the town,
let's say
the current mayor, the current governor of the state.
What city are we talking here? Because I'm sure LA and New York would be like, yes, give us $44 billion to clean up the fucking streets.
Well, would they, or would they
specifically LA? I heard LA is like a fucking Night of the Living Dead, to quote that lady at the bodega that one night that I brought up a couple episodes ago.
So he does it for LA. Do you think LA would just jump on it and be like, yeah, come on,
dude,
please?
Why would they not? Why would they not? They can't do it. Oh, you're going to sponsor us to do it? Fuck yeah.
Do you think it would take a while because they would want to build into the contract that in some legal verbal terms, they're the ones coming out looking as the end all be all, like they created the project, they created whatever's going on.
Hold that thought right there. Hello. Hi. And obviously we're gonna.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Out. Yeah, so did I. Fixing issues. Do you think the city would be chill with that?
Oh yeah. Do you feel like their legal verbiage, they would try and word that they're the ones that created the project, they're the ones that put the title on it, so that Musk wouldn't look like he's outshining the people who own the city, pretty much,
or run the city?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, obviously they would credit him with like, oh, you know, it's his money, but I don't think he would have to present a course of, like, he would be like, here's $44 billion or whatever, fix it. And then the city would have to be like, okay, now we have to go to the city planners and do shelters and low income housing and knock down that. Like, it'd be a fucking thing.
Yeah.
but it's better than a fucking tent city in downtown.
Then I wonder what he feels like he's gonna gain from this.
From Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I really would like to have more faith in him than it just being like a publicity thing.
There really
Like
is.
I heard it and I was like, why the fuck would he do that?
There's no upside. Because the second he decides that one thing that is put up has to be taken down, or that no things will ever be taken down.
Well, you have to have some sort of guidelines.
He's gonna be looked at as a martyr either way.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like there's any way that he should have been like, yeah, no, this will work in my favor.
I just don't know what the favor is. Is it, like I said, it in my head, it has to be one of, let's say, three things. The first being just a flex. I'm the richest man alive. I can afford to spend 44 billion for no reason. The second being he actually believes that he's going to restore free speech to Twitter, and then it's going to become a shitstorm and make him look like a fucking piece of shit. And then the third, maybe he sees it as an investment. I don't know how much Twitter makes a year. I can't imagine Twitter, if they sold it for 44 billion, it can't, like, how are you going to turn a profit?
There's zero way you're gonna turn. Well, but didn't he also talk about starting to put in a feature that if you paid a certain amount a month, that you'd automatically get a blue check mark because you'd be like a subscriber or some? I don't know.
I didn't hear about
He's
that.
thinking of ways to make money off of it, but
according to a quick Google search, Twitter revenue for the 12 months ending in March 31st, 2022 was 5.24 billion. So he spent 9 times their annual income on the entire company. So yeah, I guess unless he makes it subscription based or rewrites the entire platform in some way that's profitable for the company,
he's fucked. He's fucked.
That's why in my head I'm like, he's just flexing because he can, and he's arrogant as fuck.
But also, if you had that amount of money and the first thought going through your head was, I want to buy a certain well-known company, why is Twitter the one you go for?
I don't know. I mean, he's active on it.
That is true. He is. And his name's been kind of dragged through the mud all on Twitter a lot lately.
I mean, he's done some shitty stuff.
He has.
As much as he's doing for like space research and shit, he's kind of an asshole here on Earth.
See, but is that him being an asshole, or is that him just processing things differently? Because he doesn't have a filter. Once he gets going,
yeah, but also rumor has it he
that.
has like all these allegations and like apparent. I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting dicey for the guy, but all because he bought Twitter.
Well, the shit I'm talking about was pre-Twitter purchase.
Ooh,
that's to me why it's like, why? Just I don't know, and I don't think he's come out and like made a statement as to why he wants to buy Twitter.
Wasn't there a rumor back that he put out a tweet that he was like, I support communism?
Probably. I have no idea.
I thought I read an argument, an article one time making the argument that it was bad for him to buy it because he was supporting the Communist Party and how China does things. Regardless.
So
isn't it weird that I feel like YouTube might give us backlash if I were to say there's no way in hell China does things better.
I wasn't listening.
There's come on. Social credit score? No. You kidding me? Get out of here. No
Yeah,
shot.
this just talks about like free speech and shit. And that's why he said he wants to buy it.
So if he's buying it in the name of free speech, the second something happens on Twitter where free speech is impacted, everything is fucked for him. This guy is walking such a thin tightrope.
And then, yeah, his other thing, which I have heard this as well, is authenticating humans, which means like no bots, because there was a whole scandal with the Russian bots.
And that Sleepy Joe thing too about how
so like
he is walking.
But you're gonna pay $44 billion to do that?
Thinnest tightrope.
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
We could be watching another Edward Snowden.
No. Because I'm a fan of him.
Yeah, but what if it just so happens that Elon, because he owns it, something comes out from Project Veritas. Shout out James O'Keefe. Elon, because now it's his platform, does not censor any information on it. So now there's no longer any way that the facts they're reporting on, and I put quotations there because they're not actual facts until it's 100% proven. There's no lid. There's no cap to it. They're able to put out what they're reporting to the absolute fullest.
But that's so bad. There's so many documentaries and fucking documents and lawsuits and shit around people having way too much fucking freedom.
But what if,
and I'm not saying I'm against free speech, but like at least like be respectful.
What if
I think that would just lead to a surge of fake news and misinformation and everything that causes all the issues we're dealing with right now. So unless his goal was to spend $44 billion to fuel that fire, which makes you look like a dickhead.
What if he's going to open the floodgate, doesn't know how to control it, can't shut it, and it leads right into the perfect placement for every individual who goes through Twitter, CNN, Facebook, Instagram to no longer have any way of knowing any post they're reading is true.
I mean, that's like already what it is.
Well, it already is, but what if it...
Like Twitter's already very loose to begin with. So that's why it's like, what do you mean free speech? You can already basically do and say anything you fucking want on Twitter.
Fuck,
that's why people love Twitter.
West.
Yeah.
How are you going to police the Wild West?
But then obviously if you say some really fucked up shit, Twitter's like, whoa, like humanity doesn't need that. No, you're done. Bye. So what? Musk is saying he approves of that?
Well, that's the thing, because Project Veritas dropped a video of one of the old Twitter higher ups mocking Elon Musk because of his Asperger's. And Elon Musk contacted them and he was like, hey, whoa, is this true?
So then maybe it's just like a flex to be like, fuck you guys, because I have literal fuck you money.
I mean, first off, you gotta. A lot of people are going to get caught up in how hard that flex is. They're just going to be awestruck for a while. They're not going to think about what we're talking about. They're going to be locked right at first base with just, holy crap. He bought Twitter.
I just don't like, none of it like makes sense.
But he's been
Like, it's
known to
mad
want to
random.
shake things up.
Well, but that's not a reason to spend $44 billion.
No, but it is a reason to do something outlandish so you can continue whatever path you feel like you're on.
The dude built reusable rockets. I think he's the king of outlandish shit at the moment.
Exactly. He's literally living the life that he decides.
That's why I'm saying it's gotta just be a fucking stupid ass flex of just like, I can do this, so I'm gonna do it. It's another reason people say my name.
Fuck.
That's what makes the most sense to me. Because I don't know why anyone would do that.
Hey, Mr. Musk, you're a very, very busy guy. But if you could ever find 5 to 10 minutes out of your day, out of your Sunday night, sometime through the week, to just come on the podcast, to just walk us through your thoughts, your feelings as to why you felt buying Twitter was a good idea, uncensored. Don't worry. No one watches us. No one will see it. So you'll be able to say whatever you want.
For us.
Exactly. Please come on. Join us.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You'll have a great time. You'll be able to let loose.
Yeah,
that's my pitch. I hope he does.
We couldn't even get Oki to do video. He's not.
Yeah, maybe Oki was having an allergic reaction. Maybe his face broke out. Maybe he had friends over in the room.
Probably would have hurt him, but maybe.
Maybe his lady was over and she didn't want to be on camera, and he's got one of those bedrooms where his desk is right in front of his bed, so she had nowhere else to sit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Also, Oki, let us know when you're done with the newest video so we can message you to get you back on so we can talk about it. We're waiting. I've been checking your page, hoping you've been dropping it. I'm still waiting, man. I'm excited.
I mean, he said it takes a long time.
I know. That's why I've been checking all the time.
Either way.
I click the bell. I click subscribe so I'll get the notification, but I want something new.
Yeah. Said he was working on one. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck to say about Musk, so should we wrap it up?
Yeah. I think we're good.
I have shit to do.
You gotta go and get.
Yeah.
You gotta drive on back home.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you were able to come over, dude.
Me too. This was fun.
Oh, guess what?
What? Chicken butt. Hey-oh.
Hi-oh. Bree and I are thinking about probably staying here, and our other roommate's moving out to a new place. So when she moves out, we're going to have her room to be able to turn it into a living room sort of deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, if we do stay here, we're going to get a couch, some sort of table we can put it, our laptops, recording shit on, and we'll be able to have brand new studio
like fucking 8.
Exactly. Brand spanking new layout, maybe some better feng shui instead of this tiny little side room.
Cool.
But yeah,
I guess we'll see.
Possible excitement.
Possible.
Well, this has been
a couple pints pod.
It's safe to say
let's fucking launch Twitter to Mars, baby. That was a bad one. Do you have anything to say? By Twitter, more like bed shitter. All right, peace.
Peace.